We are here at Tuscaloosa County High School because this school was the launching pad for this fella, Clifton Anderson, the author of this book, A Year Wiser, 365 Days of Inspiration to Create a Phenomenal Year. Also a speaker and a leadership strategist. Good to see you, sir.
Nice to see you.
Now, we caught you right after you spoke to the group of high schoolers here. So what's your message to them when you come back home?
Yeah, it's great being here. And one of the things that I said is that what's possible for me is possible for you. I sat in their seat about 24 years ago as a graduating senior, and I've had the opportunity to move on and do some pretty amazing things with my life, and I encourage them to do the same.
Now talk to us about your life now. I mean, the book here, author of this book, you do a whole lot of speaking. What are you up to at present?
Yes, so I have the opportunity to speak and travel the world. I recently got back from Jordan. I was in Amman and spoke there. And, you know, getting the opportunity to touch people's lives and really transform people's lives through the speaking, through the writing and coaching I do is a real blessing for me.
Were those dreams that you had whenever you roamed the halls of your high school?
They were dreams that I had, but interestingly, I chose a different path for myself. I listened to some advice that I got from some adults in my life that told me to do the practical things, so I decided to study accounting and to take the traditional job path and become a CFO, Chief Financial Officer of a company. I achieved that and realized that I did not want to be CFO of a big company, and then a couple of years ago moved into really my passion and purpose of speaking and inspiring others.
Well, what is, especially with a background like that, and you know, coming from a hard-working blue-collar city like Tuscaloosa, what is your message, and how do you use the platform you have?
Yeah, you know, one of the things that I believe is I tell people that we have a choice to make, and you have a choice to make, and that is to be phenomenal or be forgotten. And no matter what your situation, no matter what background, you know, people are faced with, they have to make that choice. And for my own life, I decided I wanted to do something significant. I wanted to move. I was very successful by a lot of definitions, but I wanted to do something significant with my life. And that's in the way of giving back and again, touching and inspiring others.
And for you, that was a moment of realization for you. You're sitting behind a desk, you're a CFO of a fantastic company, but you realize, okay, this may be a great fit for someone else, but it's not the best fit for me?
Yeah, actually the way it happened was I was heading into work, and I typically get into the office about an hour and a half before the day officially started. And I remember being stopped at a traffic light, and a guy was standing there with headphones on, the old school headphones, and his eyes were closed and his arms were stretched out, and he was just snapping. And I sat there for a moment and I said, look at that fool. And fortunately the light was red long enough for my feelings to evolve from being critical and judgmental to being envious, because I realized that that's what I was reacting to. Ultimately, I realized I was the fool because I was getting up early every morning, going to a job, chasing someone else's dream, because that guy was a lot happier about going where he was than I was about where I was. So that was a big aha moment for me. And from that point on, decided to chart a path, a new path for my life.
Well, I know that your mom and your city are very proud of the success that you have become. If our viewers want more information about you, how's the best way to keep up with you?
Yeah, so you can find me on my website, which is clifton-anderson.com. That's CLIFTON -Anderson, ANDERSON. I'm also on Facebook, Clifton Speaks. You can find me at Twitter, Clifton Speaks as well.
All right. Good to see you, man.
Thanks
so
David.
much.